Hey guys, Dawn from Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you part 41 of my Wizard101 Myth 100% playthrough. So, in the last episode, we were making our way through Avalon, and you may notice that that is not where we start. So, over the weekend, I noticed that it was, free fishing, like zero energy cost fishing. So I decided to go and do the fishing quest on Dragonspire. I didn't hand that in because I'm not handing in quests off stream, but I was also wanting to start the Avalon one. Uh, but one of the badges for this was also catch a specific fish in a specific location. And I am so glad I waited until it was zero energy, because boy was that a bastard to catch. But after that I'm just like, 30 charmed slaves, that's 15 battles of one hit enemies, defeat beating Narini 7 times, that's 7 battles of one hit enemies. So I decided to go do those, and well, that got me the 3 badges I needed to complete the first stage of the Selenopolis stuff.
You are practically crackling with electricity. Or maybe that's just your electric personality. Either way, want to mix up some magic?
Here we go. Storm Weaving rank 1. I would like to spell now. Oops. Goes up. Why do I have to back away and then speak to you again? There we go. We now have the blade. That needs rank 4 on that. I'm probably not going to, that's actually not bad. 640 damage. Then Gambit 2. That does require not killing them with the first, attack, so don't know how often I'd be doing that, but let's as well, might as well get this next one.
I do. So let's go right to the source, or a personification of the source anyway. We're going to summon us an icon, wizard. Why, icons are beings whose skill with magic became so strong, they became magic itself. That's what. Have you ever heard of the Beast Moon?
Yeah, it's shit.
Exactly. That allows wizards to assume the forms of icons in battle. We don't need to go that far. We just want to summon the storm icon, Maximus Voltus. He came from Aquila to battle Crux and was laid to rest with the Jesuit family. But his energy lived on. Collect enough, and we can restore him. Of course, you can't just see iconic storm energy.
Of
That would be
course.
silly. Your pet can, though. Send it running through the Jesuit tombs. Collect galvanic wisps, then take them to the tomb of Voltus to re-energize the old guy.
I guess we can start that, because there's also another quest we have to do in Selenopolis. If there's more badges I have to collect, then that's where we're going to stop, but probably clear out all but one of those. Costs 2 pips to do. Oh yeah, we'll switch the spell back over to the one that's useful. Orthrus.
Welcome, stranger, to Selenopolis, the home city of the Luminaries of the Moon King, his children of the moon. Have you come for our annual moon festival? Oh, well, it's where we praise our founder, the great Moon King, who protected us from the villainous Tuts with strange and blended magics. Would you like to attend?
I don't trust that laugh.
Splendid! It is a potluck though, so you need to bring your own food, decorations, and yes. Here is a list of items I was hoping someone would bring.
You can scripted me into getting the items you want. Fair enough.
All over Selenopolis. So make sure to invite anyone you can from every major district. Oh, we need offerings. Lots of offerings. Stuff a Moon King would like. I'd bring offerings, but I'm bringing coasters, so you know. Find offerings around the marketplace. And cake! Moon cake! It sure would be great if someone went to the marketplace and found us these ingredients for moon cake. Ahem. Hint, hint.
Rightio then. Am I really going to do this? Fine, let's do this. Okay, so that's back in where I was. The Blended Grove, I think it's called. Yep. I was not expecting that out of this quest. We will get back to, Avalon. Because I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last day of my, Stream Deck testing. So, I'm going to try and force a USB overload in the second part of this stream. In that, once I get through the first stream, we've got to shut it down for the break like I did on Friday, and then pick it back up in a new stream in half an hour where I have plugged in my Stream Deck, and if it cuts out in the second half but not the first, then it is very clear that it is the Stream Deck. And then I'll know. I just have to, hey, there's a little... What you doing? Anyway, I'll have to, buy a new, Stream Deck. The Garden of Khonshu. Who the fuck is Brother Ray? I didn't know that there were going to be more quests yet.
I could swear this just happened. But okay, party is a party. I just hope the cake is as good as last year.
You know what? No. I'm going to do this quest. That's all I'm going to do on Selenopolis today. Because I was going to, I thought that it was all intermission stuff. Like, you come back here after each act and do stuff. So I'm gonna do this quest and then not come back here until after we finish Act 2. There's another thing, another guy in there.
Mooncake.
Honestly, fair. You got a trinket. I don't know, I've been overly suspicious of quest givers recently. Between this and Oblivion, I've been very suspicious of people giving quests.
Sweet Ra! Are you the one? The poor unfortunate they have preparing for the festival? Then you must speak to me at once, before you do anything else. Don't go get their cake, or you will die!
Am I a sacrifice?
You are clearly a stranger here. Unless you're not. You didn't used to be a Mander, did you? Doesn't matter. You must listen. Do not attend the Moon Festival. Bad things happen there. Dark things. Dark like the moon. How could you know? Even they don't know. The cake. Have you seen the cake? Of course you haven't. They've been going on about moon cake forever, but there has never been a cake baked in Salinopolis. They asked you for ingredients, yes? For the cake? Gather them up. You can grind flour from the plants in the Garden of Kansu. Sugar is limited, but you can defeat the market pests to get some. Just get the rest from the cake supply shop. You can make the completed cake there too. Bake the cake and see the truth for yourself.
Fair enough. Back to the just a cake supply vendor. Like,
Welcome
go
to
find
Cake
this
Supplies
specific
and Ice,
flour
where we
and
sell
grind it
cake
up yourself.
supplies and maybe nuts
Go
and
get the
bread.
sugar from this
What do
bowl.
you need?
Everything else can be bought from the cake.
Cake supplies? Certainly. I have those in stock. That will be 30,000 gold. The Moon Festival, you say? You should have said. The ingredients are on the house. You may bake your cake next to me.
To the underground market. Of course there's an underground market. Which would just be a regular market underground. It's not. Really? I don't know why I was expecting there to be 3 people in this battle. Really don't know why I thought that, but I did. Really? You're gonna do that? Okay. Guess we're just going to completely overload you. Because I mean that right there should be enough for the minus 50. But we're gonna add another blade just in case. We should have done the new blade. Ooh. That was a sizable chunk of damage. Do I know it does say I have balance resist. It seemed to do a lot more damage than normal. Oh yeah, you may have noticed that I still do not have any Poseidon gear. That dungeon just was pissing me off. Okay. Is there any, like, healing here? It doesn't seem to be. Interesting. Why is there no healing here? There's a silver chest. Interesting. What can I get from this? There's only one enemy type here. But what's in the center area that's blocked off from all ways? It's blocked off there, it's blocked off here. Oh well. Yeah, we got to go first. The moon. Let me guess, you're gonna do spirit trap? A spirit shield? One of those was right. There we go, we'll do that one. Okay. So we did need the triple shield the triple blade last time. Because we didn't crit on the one that had the shield, so gonna do that again, and let's use the Epiphany blade. That one didn't seem to do as much, despite... Really? Is that not... Do I need storm pips for that to... Okay. That was oversight on my behalf, but... I mean, it makes sense. I don't know why I thought I'd be using myth pips for... Okay. Oh, got a papaya. Okay, let us leave this place. And then we'll go get the flowers from the Garden of Khonshu. Probably should have just teleported back to Selenopolis proper. Because we've got to cross it and then come back here. Should have also tested out the healing waters of Khonshu. Because I doubt we're going to need to with gathering these flowers. Why is there a Marleybonian? Nope, you're a duck. I saw the name Quinton and I thought, that's a Marleybonian name. No, that's a duck name apparently. Quinton Quail. What does that sound like? Seem like it should be a reference to something. Ah. Okay. Let us use the cake crafting station.
Now you see, don't you? You see the terrible truth the Luna Marys are hiding from you. You see beyond the veil to the vile reality it obscures. The cake is a pie.
Really?
You know what this means. I can't tell you what to do. Just know that if you return that pie to whoever sent you on this errand, it's on your own head.
I'm about to get pied in the face. Is that a part of the festivities?
Oh, my friend, you return with such wonderful knickknacks. The Moon King will no doubt bless us for these offerings. Oh, and oh, what a cake you have brought us. What? Of course I know it is a pie. Do I look mad to you? But it will be a cake soon enough. After all you have done, you must attend the Moon
I
Festival
do not trust
with
the fact
us.
that is a
It
sigil.
is in my house, just down the street.
It's not
I
a
will meet
festival.
you there, yes?
No one holds a festival in their house. It's gonna be like a birthday party at best. Which, I mean, what is an annual festival if not just an extravagant birthday party for something?
Look, my friends! Konsu has accepted our proposed offering. The measly pie has been transformed by the power of the moon into a cake!
The moon.
Praise Kansu, ruler of light and the night.
Praise Konsu, Lord of the Moon, Master of Transformation. Praise him this night!
Praise Kansu, giver of cake.
And in return, give unto him what was promised. For there can be no cake without breaking eggs.
It's an omelette. There were no eggs in this cake. Oh no, the cake disappeared. Yes, yes it does. Okay, so... why did I do that? I don't know why I tried to click on this spell. It's a weird spell for them to use. Let's switch over to Storm. I'm not even bothering to check what these ones have. They could potentially have some really damaging spells, but they're not gonna get to use them. I mean, either way, Hunsu gets his eggs broken. If we win or if they win.
No! You were supposed to be offered up to the moon! Part of the torrent of souls that keeps it afloat in the sky! Without those souls, the moon cannot shine its light upon the blended grove, cannot maintain its exquisite conjunction. Why do you insist on being so difficult? I curse you, Pah! May your soul bear the mark of Konsu for around another 120 years or so.
So very weird weird time frame. And why do you say another 120 years?
You are still alive? Good! It occurred to me after you left that you may not know what the cake is a pie actually meant. It meant they were going to sacrifice you to turn the pie into a cake. Sorry if that wasn't obvious. The Lunamarys are blind to the true light of the moon and accredit it with too much. But you, perhaps, are just now beginning to see.
Fair enough. I'll admit this was a very weird quest. Okay, that's first taste of the Selenopolis quest. We're not going to be doing any more for a couple worlds. Because I don't actually know if there is specific Selenopolis stuff for in between each arc. Like, I know there's stuff after arc 4. Because I've seen screenshots of Selenopolis with arc 4 characters there. And I would assume they wouldn't show up until after you've done their story. It's very poorly coded if they do, but so I would assume that that's the case. In which case, I will just do an intermission of sorts. Let's go here to the Athenaeum. Let's go speak to Yuri Smoke Show. Smoke Snare, even.
You haven't caught all of the fish already, have you? Pah! You win this round, comrade. It's an impressive haul. But you're going to need an aquarium worthy of those magnificent Dragonspire fish. I want you to have this Dragonspire aquarium. Consider it your prize. Never let anyone say Yuri Smoke Snare is a sore loser. Now then, there are plenty more fish in the lava, as they say. The next fishing competition round will belong to me.
Wizard, stop by the Commons, would ya? I've heard chatter about a great new place to fish.
Cool. I was really worried there that he was going to be giving me another quest. Because didn't that sound like the setup for another quest? Can't teleport here and then teleport to the Commons, so we'll just walk over there. Ooh, Gold Eagle. Okay, Lucky, where are you sending me? Do I have any fish to sell? Yes. Yeah, this is the one that I need to catch for the Selenopolis stuff. I got annoyed and bought the last spells I needed from Grizzleheim, the rank 6 ones, to reset fishing holes and that, because I couldn't get it from the dungeon.
Is making waves amongst the anglers there. With all the lakes, rivers, and ponds there, old Avalon is a fairy tale setting for fishing. You should go to see for yourself. I think you should pay Brooke Waterman a visit in Caliburn and challenge her to a friendly fishing competition.
Okay, will do. That is what I was hoping to get done at the start of this stream. I was not expecting the Selenopolis stuff to take half an hour, almost. I will fill up my last potion. Yeah, notice how I'm no longer at the max gold. I probably should have checked with Yuri to see if there were any more fish training. I also should have checked with Lucky while I was over there, because he seemed to have a lot of tabs. Let's see. Nope. Did I buy all the Yuri Smoke Snare ones? I don't know. Because I thought I had all the Grizzleheim ones, but I didn't. There were still 3 spells I needed to buy. Now let's take a quick trip back to not Grizzleheim, Dragonspire. And then if there isn't anything, we're just going to use our mark to go back to Caerleon. Was Brooke the one in Caerleon, or was she the one in Caliburn? I don't know. Okay. Let us speak to Yuri. I think I have all his spells, but yes. Okay, back to Caerleon. I've once again forgotten to grab the quest line. Let's see. Avalon quest line. Oh, I already had it. She's the one in Caliburn, okay. Okay, we want the Art of Magic, and we want the Croology. Then we want to scroll all the way down to Caerleon.
Yes, Lucky Hookline sent you to learn about the fishing in Avalon. And you wish to challenge me to a fishing competition. Sorry, I must decline your invitation. You see, there's no possibility you'd ever outfish me. No offense. I'm simply unbeatable. Oh, now I do hope that won't discourage you from fishing in Avalon. Oh, I know. You should challenge my sister Wren in Caerleon. You'll find her lesser fishing talents more comparable with your own. Oh, and do tell her I sent you. She'll be charmed, I'm sure.
Yes, your sister is going to be charmed because you sent someone to train off of her because you believe them to be of lesser skill than you, thus equating her to be of lesser skill than you. Which does sound like a very sister thing to do, but why didn't I just teleport back to Caerleon? Ah well. Let's see. Red Cap, Hobgoblins. Oh, we don't even have the Art of, which is the Way of the Weird. Oops. Grab this stone block. Let us speak to Wren.
Yes, make it quick. I've got a big day of fishing planned. What's that? Brooke sent you? Brooke, the more talented angler? Well, rubbish. If she thinks you're on my level, she is quite mad. Oh, that sister of mine really tangles me up. What do you say we show her what a real fishing competition looks like? Swordtail can be found throughout Avalon. They should be easy enough for someone of your, prowess to catch. The real challenge will be catching a William Walleye in High Road. Brooke's never been able to catch a William Walleye. Go on then.
Uh-huh. So now we've got... We don't have the high road open, do we? Oh yeah, no, that's where we just came from. What were we wanting? We will want Hobgoblin Plunderers and Whiptail Pantera. Can we even get in? Oh, we can get through the gate now. Alright, we opened the gate at the end of the last one. To Upper Caerleon. Go there. Rude. How dare you crit me? So here's the thing, I may actually go do those fishing quests in the interim between the two streams. Because, well, I do know there's more quests to come after that. Let's see. Cool, so we got those done. Their rank's not actually that bad. But I didn't already have the best one possible. Okay, so I can't get it on the actual quest page. Let's just type in Ren into the search bar. NPC Ren Waterman gives quest angling upwards. Okay, so there are two fishing quests on Avalon. There is a fishing competitor, which is what we have now, and then we have angling upwards. I should be able to do the fishy competitor between the two streams today, because it's just catch the two fish. Then I'll get the one afterwards, which is annoyingly, we've got to unlock Dondara and the Weird, which we should hopefully be able to do between the two streams today, so that I can do that afterwards. Pretty sure we have to battle a red cap later in the main quest line, so we'll leave that for now. But yeah, if I can get to Dundara and the Weird, then we'll be able to get all of the fish.
Brave work, Squire. That map will get you where you need to go. To get into the Weirwood, however, you'll need to talk
Hamlet.
to old Greenbeard.
You. Ah, that makes sense. So I was going to see if there was a way I could cheese the quest in that maybe there was a house or something that had the fish that only spawns in Dundara? No, it only spawns in Dundara. Ew. That's not nice. Now let's speak to old Greenbeard.
A wizard. You are an apprentice to the stripling Merle Ambrose, are you? I've not heard that name in many seasons. You wish to enter the Weirwood? The path has been closed since the Proudlings attacked. I have lost one of my daughters, wizard. Oh, the wind moans that Phelan Greensleeves was captured by chaotic Logress Knights. My Phelan is but a defenseless sapling. Make the Logress Knights tell you how to find her, wizard. And then, mayhaps, we can speak.
Okay, Tribute. Where are all of the cattails? This is where I used to come for the farming of that, because the crafting on here needs a shit ton of water lilies. And yet there weren't any. Now it is possible that someone else has already farmed them up, but they usually respawn very quickly, so would have expected to still see a couple, or to see a couple already back. Let's see, what is this one? Little Willow. So, Little Willow means 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. Did I just go 30 to 30 again? Whatever, 38, 40, 42. Yeah, I do not believe we're getting the Weird and Dundar done.
Phelan Greensleeves.
Then again, there's
She's
2, 4,
obliged at
6,
the Logress
8,
estate.
10,
Here, this key
12,
will get you in.
14, 16, 18, 20. Then again, there's only 18 quests after that to get from the Weird to Dundara, so maybe. That's also just streamlining the main quest, not doing any of the sides, which I've done before.
Phelan Greensleeves. Funny, she doesn't look confined.
So, can I speak to you? There we go.
Greetings, fair squire. What can I do for you this day? Kidnapped? Stars no. I have fallen in love with Sir Malik the Logress. Would you tell my father the happy news?
Yes, I'm sure he's going to take this exceptionally well and understand this is all just a misunderstanding. I believe I saw a silver chest through that wall.
in love. What wonderful sun-dappled news. This news is like a cool breeze through my leaves. I was distressed about my poor sapling, and instead she is to be married. Go back at once to Sir Malik the Logress and request my invitation to their nuptials.
To be fair, thought that was gonna go worse. Don't remember where this quest is going then. Let us get rid of that. Shut that one off. Let us go. Maybe I don't have to battle red caps for the main quest, so we gotta do this now. Watch, next quest is battle red caps. A joyous occasion, great wild wood, appear to civility and into the wild. Okay, so no, none of those are anything. Two battles there. Okay. I'm gonna put a blade on as well, just in case. And now let us do that. I really thought there was a mainline quest that went with this, but
Magic needle? Oh yes, we hid that in a haystack.
no. We're going to hard focus the main quest until we get to Dundara. And then we shall come back and do all the side stuff.
You come from old Greenbeard? You don't look much like a gardener. Ha! An invitation for that treant? Ha! No, I don't think so. Those creatures spoiled this shrine to hospitality and good manners between foxes, dogs, badgers, otters, humans, and fairies. Could you imagine what they would do to my lovely estate? Tell him he is unwelcome.
And yet you are in love with his daughter, who is of the same race. Right here. Actually, would you consider a treant and a dryad to be of the same race? Because a treant is a sentient tree, and a dryad is the spirit within a tree. Like, extremely similar, but fundamentally they are different.
I shall raise all of the great wild wood to march to Caerleon and come against him. No, wait. My sap runs hot like a wildfire treant. No, we will show him our honor and the difference between fairies and fraudlings. A redcap called Chagan Nosebiter has the shrine relics. Get them back and restore the shrine to hospitality.
Okay. Where is this Nosebiter? I'm assuming he's gonna have a red cap minion. Was the quest for 1 red cap or 2? He has a Pantera thing anyway. Okay.
Good of you to stick your nose in. I was feeling a little peckish.
Going to want to take those out. Chuck that one back in. Chuck that one back in. Quad blade and then a trap. Should be fine. Check that one just in case. Yeah, let's go with that. Being Fire and Storm, we could run into an issue of health before we come into an issue of damage. I almost changed it over to Storm Arc Mastery and then used the spell without getting any Storm Pips, which is a very Dylan thing to do. Oh yeah, something that happened over the last week. I don't actually know if I'm going to be able to use Pandora to help me when we get to the end of Avalon, if need be. Because for some reason the payment on that has lapsed. Which is weird because it uses the exact same card that this one does, and this one obviously is still running, though the payment were at different times, but there's also still money in that account, so I don't know what the issue has been as to why the payment lapsed. So I don't know if I'm going to... I really should, like, get that back just so things are easier. Let's see, so 40, 45, 35, 35, plus whatever our base damage is, plus 30%. Do we think that on a 900 odd spell will be enough to take out 8k? Good, we'll do this just in case. And then we'll adjust all future attempts to reflect the damage done from this. Negative 15%? Nope, plus 15. Crit. 40, 35, 35, 45, 25, 30. Yeah, I think...
Your magic strikes like nature's wrath. Take your cursed relics.
I think we were able to take it out. Okay, so let me just quick calculate. Okay, so we'll go 710 plus a flat 275. Then we shall add plus 75% equals plus 45% plus 40% plus 35%. Oops. Might help if I actually put the percent there. Plus 35%. Okay, so that covers all the blades. Plus 30% plus 25%. So that did 10,363. That does. Then again, it probably wasn't a 2x crit, so then let us times that by 1.75 because that's the usual crit time. And yeah, that got about that got about to where it was. It was probably more 1.65, but oh, it's that one.
It takes a little elbow grease and some basic
Anyway,
masonry to get
where
the
were we?
repairs done.
Let us go back to there. Anyway, without the sun trap, it still would have been 8.2k.
Humans and fairies is looking right as rain.
Ooh, another rose.
You have done it? Oh, you show tremendous skill, wizard. Let us make one more appeal to civility. Go and tell Sir Malik Delogris what we've done. Let us see if his branches will bend. I would hate to need disturb all my cousins in the Weirwood from their long rest.
I will say, when I first did this, I was extremely suspicious of Sir Malik. I assumed there was like some manipulation being done from him to the daughter. I forget her name. So, and then I believe that turned out to not be the case. So we'll see if that remembering is correct.
You restored the blessed shrine to hospitality and good manners between foxes, dogs, badgers, otters, humans, and fairies? I have been arrogant. Accept my humble apologies. Take this invitation to old Greenbeard. He is most welcome in our home.
Cool. Yeah, I remember being incredibly suspicious of this. And then turning out to be wrong. I just couldn't remember how Greenbeard took the news. But all is well and ends well, I guess. Let us... Yeah, we already moved that one around. What is that, from Whole Cloth? That was the one that I was looking for, not the Way of the Weird. Where's the Kaleon one? God damn it. Can I get that without having to do the battle again? I would like to go upstairs if I could. I'm assuming since it's not on this ground floor, it must be upstairs. Yep, there we go. Because we already got the bird from Kaleon, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Good of you to stick your nose in. I was feeling a little peckish.
Yeah, we're not dealing with that again. Cool. So, probably not going to focus on the scrolls this first time through the wild. Yeah, they really seem to have reduced the respawn rate of these cattails.
You have an invitation for me? Oh, most good tidings. Thank you, wizard. You are a paragon of the virtue of hospitality. I must get ready for the nuptials. But first, I must get ready for the nuptials. But first, I open the path to the weirwood for you. Follow your map. You will have no trouble finding Sir Drustan Silverharp's hold. Tell his wife, Sophia, you have my favor.
Okay. So, we're already passing up a side quest. Actually, it may have been Into the Wild that unlocks the site. Yeah. Because it comes from her, I'm pretty sure.
How are you, stranger? You're in the favor of old Greenbeard. That is no easy thing to do. Perhaps then I can beg your aid for myself, wizard. The good and noble knight you seek, Sir Drustan Silverharp, was captured by a coven of witchy sisters who nest nearby. Can you venture into the White Owl Tower and rescue Sir Drustan from their vile talons?
Oh, right. This one. Ah, this is the one that has the puzzle upstairs with all the potion vials, isn't it? Oh, let's hope I don't make the same mistake like I did last night. Is this where we... Yes, there's Cassie. Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep it that way. And then...
Who are you? Prepare to have your flesh torn, vermin!
Cool. So 8-3, that's not enough to be taken out without the sun trap. Provided we don't crit. Gonna blow your load on the first round, okay, that's fine. Well, that was really unimpressive. Switch over to Storm. So, you want to know something that's annoying to me, and yet is also entirely my fault? So recently there was a movie that came out on Netflix called K-Pop Demon Hunters. And I'm not in the K-pop scene, so I figured this is not gonna be my thing. Right? Figured one, it was going to be in Korean, which isn't really that big of a deal because I watch anime, so just having the subtitles on wouldn't have been an issue to me. But I don't really consume much media that's not English dialogue. But no, turns out that's not the case. It's in English. But I have been seeing a lot of clips of it from people I follow on Instagram, from people they follow. Like, you know how it cycles in all of the thing into the algorithm. So even without watching that movie, I have Soda Pop stuck in my head. At least I think that's what it's called. I have that stuck in my head. I've had that stuck in my head for days. And now part of the reason that I haven't watched the movie is out of pure spite for getting that song stuck in my head. But also I sort of want to watch it because of that dumbass tiger. Patrick Forest King, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We're just trying to push through the main quest of Avalon right now to hopefully unlock Dundara by the end of today. Because then we can do the fishing quest.
Never find a way into the White Owl Tower.
Worse on damage, worse on power pips, okay. Let us speak to Cassie the Ponycorn.
Are you a good wizard or an evil wizard? If you are a kind wizard, you will let me out of this cage. And if you promise me a favor for another day, I will use my magic to help get you into the White Owl Tower.
Ah, you're playing on cross console, nice. On the new version. Cool.
My name is Casey. I'm glad.
Oh, Casey, not Cassie.
Use my magic to help you now.
Unicorn magic is always beautiful and uplifting.
I've been wondering if I should try it on console, because I've heard there are some differences between the two different games.
Ambrose, watch out for evil owls. They are almost as bad as lemons.
Evil owls, almost as bad as the lemons, eh? Okay. Ah, yes, there we go. No, I've just got the
The chamber is filled with a strange vapor.
first
that makes you
Xbox One. I
feel
forget
so
whether that, I think it was just called Xbox One.
If you don't find an antidote quickly, you might
I never got the
sleep
Series X or the PlayStation 5 or any of that gen console. Let's see, where was the book? Was it this one? Yes. Okay, so we want green circle, blue square, and mushroom. Okay. Green circle. I think we grabbed that. Blue square. And jar of mushrooms. So what I did last time was I didn't realize about the different shaped bottles. So I just like, oh, okay. Grab a green one, grab a blue one, grab the mushrooms, and then I had to do the battle. But I am glad I remembered that. Ooh, I want to grab this one. Can't open any of those. Do want to heal up before we do the next battle.
How did you make it this far? It matters not.
Ooh, foul skirker.
Quest ends here, wizard.
Let me chuck that one in. Ice. We're definitely gonna need the extra trap on this one. If we did on the life one. Okay. Yeah, 8.9. So we'll chuck that one onto... Myth is treating me good. It's my first time actually playing through on a Myth character, so... I've never actually used most of the spells I'm getting. I was expecting there to be more minion work, but that's probably on me for not actually summoning them in the early game. Typically I play either Storm or Death. Yeah. Yeah, I keep forgetting that monstrology is a thing. Because it was available to everyone, and I remember younger me being really annoyed at doing all the animus stuff. But also younger me had a lot less patience, so it's not surprising that something like that would annoy him. And then I just didn't even think of doing it on this character. Let's see. Add in the blade. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I didn't even do the what is it? Selenopolis stuff, the spell weaving, until literally an hour ago. So these like extra contents stuff I keep forgetting to focus on. The furthest I've ever made it is to Morgant's Tower, where the dungeon just before that, where you have to go through all of her mini bosses a second time. That was as far as I ever got on my Storm character. I am going to need to trap just, yeah, right at the end of Chrysalis. I'm going to need to put at least one trap and hope for a crit on the boss. He can send out another Snow Lord, but can't stun me, so that doesn't matter. Ah, nope, it's Frostzilla. Okay, so if we don't crit, we're going to have to recycle this, so switch that back over to balance. Oh, I've already got 2 balance pips, never mind. Her double stun doesn't apply if I've got a myth shield, yeah? It's not like if I got a stun shield. Like, it doesn't cut this off and then stun me for 1 turn. No, good. That did a lot of damage though. I'm glad I chucked this out when I did. Now, was that crit on the boss or on the minion? On both by the looks of it. Can't use any of that anyway, so...
Well done, friend. Let us return to my hold and tell Sophia the joyous news.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if, because it's a double round stun, whether it would work the same. Okay. Let's just grab these healing. I'm going to grab this now because I saw it. Okay. So we're just trying to we're trying to hard beeline through the wild and the weirwood and all of that so that we can unlock Dundara. Because it's currently free fishing, so I want to do the fishing quest. I want to unlock it so I can do it off stream.
Noble sword of kings. When King Artorius was dying, he ordered the Knights of the Silver Rose to guard it vigilantly. I was most honored when Sir Brennan asked me to hold it.
Cool, so where is it?
Of course I kept it safe. Straight away, I handed it over to the bravest knight in the realm, Sir Robin Bravely. Nothing could be safer. Last I heard, Sir Robin journeyed to the Fire Elf village to help them against the Froudling army. Seek him there. In the meantime, I will head to Caliburn and see how the others are faring. Good luck, Armiger.
It really is funny that this legendary sword, they're just like, okay, you're more trustworthy than me, you can look after it. Oh, there's someone more trustworthy than me, they can look after it. And that's the entire premise of this world. It's just...
Why do they call this a fire elf village?
I do wish we could go report to Dahlia and tell her what happened to her home.
Avalon, so they unleashed a winter worm upon us. Everything is frozen now. Sir Robin bravely. I am not sure. I was away from the village the day of the attack.
Thanks for following Harambe King.
Wait, if you help me through the village, perhaps we can... We'll need a living ember from the Fountain of Flame. You can find it on the other side of the wild.
The other side of the wild, yeah. Okay, so all the way around there. So, are there any side quests that we're currently missing out on, other than the one that we got just before entering? Let's bring up the quest. Let's go down to the wild. Not yet. There are only 2 from here that we actually get. At least from this first part.
Hear a soft crying.
Okay, Kara.
What can I do? My family will be forever shamed. My brother Brinley, the Knight of Flame, was vanquished by a cruel giant. The giant, Maudit Soulban, then stole his armor. Having failed in his duties, Brinley fled to Caerleon. Noble Armiger, could you ask him to return to his role?
Okay, I guess that is something that my role in the status is. Would that mean that I outrank him? If I can order him back? Really is weird that we just went over there for fire to help unfreeze a city and then hang on, let me just do this detour. Brinley. Pick up this. Which one was Brinley? Ah, there.
My sister sent you to ask me to go back there? What, are you crazy? Have you ever been beaten by a giant? It's no fun.
No, actually I haven't. I've beaten every giant I've come across.
About the family honor, she can retrieve the armor and become the new Knight of Flame herself.
And so she did. I really should have just left a mark by her. Okay, let's make our way back. So in the last, like, 30 minutes, we've gone through 2, 4, 6. This will probably be 8 or 9. No, we've already gone through 9. This is number 10. Number 10 of the... what was it, 40 odd? No, wait. That was the 40 odd to get to, the weird.
He said what? He said I could be the new Knight of Flame. Why, that would be amazing. But Brinley's armor was stolen by that giant. Could you journey to the Dread Keep and defeat Maudit Soulban in order to retrieve the Knight of Flame armor for me?
I do have to ask, why does the fox girl have eyeshadow on? Like, that was a very weird decision. Because I can't really think of many other, like, races in this game that have, like, noticeable makeup on. Did the Marleybonians actually? I forget. This one shouldn't need the sun trap because it's fire.
Smells like brimstone and sulfur here. Rotten eggs. Ew.
How did you get in here? I am Maudit Soulban, Lord of the Dread Keep. Soon your blood-spattered garb will hang from my walls.
Okay. Okay. Gonna need to double round this. In which case, I'm just going to, do I build up and hope for a crit, which may or may not actually kill? Or do I just do a couple blades, enough to pass time to get my Orthrus and Reef charge, and then attack again? I really should have checked this boss before coming in here. And of course we're fail pipping a lot, so yeah, we'll use both of our pet spells That way we'll know when it's time for the reshuffle, that those are the ones we can use next time. So we do Orthros now. That'll take out the Fomori minion. Then we reshuffle. We'd use the 2 turns of reshuffle. Hey, crit blocked anyway. Nice. Okay, so the next battle pip I get should be Storm 1. Then we're going to want to switch over to balance again. We're going to use that. Hope for double power pip, that way we can blade, trap, reshuffle. Then blade, blade. Right, never mind. So we'll trap, pet blade, armor blade, then we should have enough to attack. Or we'll just do it the way that I said I was going to, because we stuffed up the pips. We might not actually survive this because of how many base pips we're getting. Right. So we need the 40% and the blue 35. And then we'll also need to pass a turn. Minimum. That's gonna hurt. Not as much as I was expecting. Okay, don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Getting rid of them so that I don't accidentally use them. Oh god. I just saw a message in one of the Discords I'm in saying, just a small fact to make everyone feel old. Fortnite is almost at its 10-year anniversary. Ah, why would you say that?
Like you get the better of me, blasted wizards.
Okay, well, that was entirely my fault that I almost died there. Well, not entirely. I will say that is half my fault, because it would have been done about the same, actually, now that I think of it, to if we had have been getting full pips instead of the basic ones. So yeah, I guess I will say it's entirely my fault for underestimating them and taking out that sun trap. Ooh, Black Rose. Forget how many of these roses are needed for like the crafting. So I'm just gonna collect all of the ones that I see.
You got the armor back. Let me see how it fits.
Well, the helmet's a little goofy, but
Brilliant. What do you think? Shining Armiger, you have done me a great favor and helped me restore honor to my proud family name. I am in your debt. Please collect a living ember from the Fountain of Flame. Take it to the Fire Elf village and help Roy Firehilt thaw his people.
yeah, we'll grab it at
Hello,
least.
Wizard. I hate to ask, but I'm distressed.
Oh, we
hard
just
to be
leveled up.
worthy of
Cool.
the title Knight of Flame without a proper weapon.
You've got a weapon right there.
I have heard tell of a stag charger, Morag Bloodtine, who has stolen a mighty weapon, Angela's mace. Morag is taken up in a house in Caerleon. Defeat Morag Bloodtine and bring me back Angela's mace, if you will.
We're not going to be doing that just yet. Also, I was about to make a Marvel reference after she said Angela's mace. I was gonna be like, oh, you mean Thor's half sister that has wings and is as strong as him, but was lost to space? But I couldn't actually remember what her story was until just now.
A living ember? Ah, I'm starting to feel a bit warmer already. We have to vanquish the winter worm before we can break the curse of the hoarfrost. But the path to his den is too slick to travel. You will need magic shoes to grip the ice. Seek out Shane McGobbin, a leprechaun smith in the Toadstool village. He can enchant your shoes, so you don't slip on the ice.
They are warming up quicker. Shane McGobbin. That's down near where we got the ember from. This map is deceptively sized, because it looks like it's a lot bigger of an area than it actually is. Grab that. How many more? Floating bridge. Then we got the weird and weird. Okay. Hey, there we go. Casey. Give me that. I shall take that. Cool. Don't need it right now, though. Why is that dungeon light on? Oh, because that is related to Hrefna.
Greetings, wizard. You need shoes to walk across the ice? Why, I can craft the shoes you'll need, but to do so, you'll have to fetch me nails back. I'll need them to fix your shoes. The wildfire treants went mad when the fire elf village froze up and tore up everything. Defeat them to find me nails what they stole.
Okay, let's do these fire ants. These ones I definitely don't need the sun trap for. I'm surprised that it's only 2 though. Let's see. It's only 1800 health, so nothing to worry about. This one would be... Shoes are made for walking, or no, the one after. Weirwood Rover. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. We've done. Quests in, like, let's just say 35 minutes. Check it out the hour that we were looking, which means we've got an hour 25 left of this stream, and then 3 hours to get through another, what, about 40 odd? Yeah, because it was 840-ish to get to the Wild, and then another 18 to get to Gandhara. There is one more dungeon in that time, like dungeon, like where it has its own instance quest and everything. Like the Owl Tower we just did.
Aye, these'll do. Here, let me see your shoes. There, I've fitted the nails into the soles so you can walk over the ice without falling. Go back to Roy Firehill. Good luck with that winter worm. You'll need it.
Okay. Pretty sure Deidre is someone we have to talk to at some point. I can't remember what for though. I want to say she's a quest giver. Or maybe she was related to a storm spell thing that I did. And so may not actually be related to this character.
Those are some handsome shoes. Now we can travel down the icy path to the winter worm's lair and drive him out. He's a terrible beast of winter and storm, and we will need every ounce of courage to win. And by we, I mean you.
Yeah, I sort of expected. That.
Your shoes really grip the path well now.
What path? I'm literally on an ice lake. Okay, so sun shit trap back in. That's as much damage as we can get without putting in a feint.
What is this spark I smell? A wizard? Let me extinguish that fire for you.
I would prefer you didn't. Because we could take this out, chuck this in, same amount of pips, but considerable more damage. And after the last one was so much needed, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the right decision. Because his ice is not going to do much damage, as we saw earlier with the last ice boss. Spectre of the Brocken might, but we'll just have to hope that we're able to survive it. Also, I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong. Bastard. Well, at least they're not both able to stun me and then keep me perpetually in a stun lock, like I've had happen in the past. Okay. That's frostbite, not the no pip stun. Okay. This is gonna hurt. Not as much as I was expecting, but still a little. Yeah, we'll just... You gotta put on yourself. Trap, blade, I mean... Plus 40%, eh? I'm using the wrong pet, aren't I? Well, in a sense, no, because this is my damage one, but it's the other one that has the healing current and balance blade. Both of which would be really handy. Okay, we put the trap on, then we put the feint on, then we attack. This is nothing to worry about, but it might stun us again. And now we add the feint. Okay, dealing with 8 ice pips and a 30% increase. Never mind. That is nothing to worry about. Oh no, you're going to reduce my 8,000 by half when your minion only has 1 point something health. 1 point something K health, but you know what I mean. Oh no. I still did 7,000 to them. A bunch of spellements. Eh. Okay.
I can't believe we bested that loathsome
You
beast.
did
Huzzah!
nothing.
You will always have the trust of the Fire Elves. Now that the Winter Worm is gone, we can melt the Orfrost curse with the Living Ember. Please help me thaw out the village. We can look for Sir Robin while we do so.
You release the living ember into the air, and it swirls around, melting the snow and ice.
You know, I think I may know where Sir Robin is.
The trees burst into flame, a bit wild, but beautiful in their natural state. The houses thaw, and the fire elves warm up, and you even find a night under a layer of frost. There is much rejoicing.
What do you have? Ah. Okay. Nice to know. Never gonna use it, but nice to know. Why are you still frozen? Hello? Let's do a quick relook. Oh, there we go. So Robin's no longer frozen.
A winter worm, you say? Well, that doesn't sound too scary. Let me just find a woolly sweater. Wait, who are you? Eh? The winter worm has been defeated? Did I do that before collapsing? Oh, it was you? Bother. Well, perhaps you could tell people I helped. At least gave you moral support? You need the Sword of Kings? I was careful not to lose it. I sent it out of the weirwood. There is a teleporter arch nearby. Can you activate it? Meet me in Caliburn, where we can see the situation more plainly.
Uh-huh. Okay. Let us activate the teleporter. Well, it is a little annoying that the there's a teleporter in Caerleon and in here when they're right next to each other. It is technically in Lower Caerleon. So technically there is something between them.
I feel much better. The Sword of Kings? Why yes, Sir Drustin told me to keep the Sword of Kings safe. Why do you ask? When I heard the Fire Elves were fighting Froudlings, I came to see if I could help. I was, anxious about losing the Sword of Kings. Instead, I gave it to my loyal minstrel, Innis Idle, and told him to hie away to safety. Perhaps Sir Pike has seen him.
Is Inez not the one that was in, Caerleon?
A minstrel? No, I haven't heard any dulcet tunes for a while now. Perhaps Sir Brennan might know.
You guys are all morons.
A minstrel? Surely sweet sounds would make our hardship easier to bear, but no, I haven't seen one. Ask Steward Kay. Mayhaps this minstrel made it back to Caerleon.
I recall the minstrel in Caerleon seeking refuge at the town round. Go and check. If you don't see him, ask Jeremiah Carr.
That was a whole lot of nothing. Wasn't Inez right here? Like, they're the one that had the watermelon lyre. Not lyre, lute.
Greetings, wizard. You look a proper amateur now. A minstrel? I heard Innis Idle took up with the Amber Knights. Scoundrels who take advantage of the weak. You'll find them praying around the streets of Upper Caerleon. Confront them and ask them where to find the minstrel.
Why could it never be as easy as it seems? What level are we? 79. So we're one level away from being able to get that, the Myth Pierce. We're never gonna use that. But yeah, that's fine. There. 2.5, okay. So this one would be, lost some music, I believe. Yes. So this is quest 19 of 42. You know what, I'm gonna look ahead a little. Let's see. Head held low, radius of sports, show me the way. Burning iron, if I had a hammer. 6 to go, and the pile of glass.
I give up. The minstrel is hiding at the Amber Estate. Ask Sir Jean-Paul Jouster.
Sir Jean-Paul Jouster. Probably gonna want to heal up first.
None shall gain entrance to this estate while I am on duty.
Okay, so that's just a fetch quest.
I wish there was
That's a boss battle.
The minstrel. Yes, he is inside. But
Talk.
I am under orders not to let anyone
Fetch
in.
quest.
I must serve with these false knights as
Fetch
tenants.
quest. Oh hey, battle redcaps in the wild.
I shamed myself by losing my war mount. If only I could
And
get a
then
new one, I could
boss
rejoin
battle
my
in the
brothers
same
of the
quest.
Silver Rose proudly.
And then talk.
If you helped me, I could go, and the way would be open. Yes? Excellent. We need to salvage armor and shields from the ruined tower near Caerleon's gates for the raw materials.
Okay. I remember this one being a little annoying. But these are the things I keep getting stuck on when I enter this area. It's 4 and 4. May as well.
Maybe. No.
Since we're here, we may as well check these as well.
No.
I saw you back here. I think the other haystacks are up.
Maybe. No.
Okay, so we got all those. Haystack over here. Maybe yes? No. Where's the final haystack? We're sort of stuck here, so go around this way.
Nope. Nope. Maybe. Nope.
Cool.
Nope.
Well, we gotta go back to Abbey Road soon anyway. So we'll just leave that until we do. And then that will sew up the little stuffed bear. Grab this rose. Oh, another black rose.
Ah, this is good, solid iron. It will make a fine mount.
In that same ruined tower, there is a treatise on that greatest of sports, the joust. Find Struthio's royal book on mounts, jousting, and knightly combat and bring it here. Oh, you'll likely have to fight an ogre for it.
And is that why you're sending me instead of doing it yourself? These are meant to be knights. They should be able to handle their own. Like, I understand the one who had me go collect their fire armor. Going into that battle without any equipment, I can understand. Especially when that ogre stole the equipment that you would be wearing. Fine. But go defeat an ogre to grab a book on jousting. I feel like you should be able to do this yourself, mate. Still got that, which we'll be going to soon. That's in the weird. Okay. We've still got to get the crow in the wild. Chronology, quest guide. The wild. It's in the Dread Keep. We have to fight the boss to collect it. I shall grab that off. Give me that back.
Mash you and smash you and crash you. You no take my reading material.
Yeah. I'll do that. No, collect that one off camera. Oh, he's only 7. Don't even need... Well... No, because all the blades would get me... Gets me to 6.5. And 30% on top of that. But once again, we're 2/3 of the way through this stream. We have not had any USB cutouts, and my stream deck is not plugged in. So I will, like I said earlier, be ending stream, taking my half-hour break, coming back with the stream deck plugged in, and then we will see if there are any cutouts. Fucking hell. 3 base pips. Can't exactly use my Stormark Mastery if I don't get any power pips. I know as soon as I said that I was gonna get the power pip in the next turn. And I'm going to get one this turn as well. Ooh, Scarecrow. Yeah, so what we want to do now is check that one on there and then we'll attack next turn. And we crit too. Was it on the boss? Who knows? It was on the boss. Okay, let's get this jousting book.
You find Struthio's royal book on mounts, jousting, and knightly combat. Odd, there's a picture of a bird on it.
We can't even look upstairs anyway, so don't think there's anything up there. Okay, let's go grab this. Now there are still a couple more quests in Caerleon before we're able to head back to the wild. Not the wild. No, yeah, the wild. I got confused with the weird for a second, but... Oh no, there's someone else in a similar quest.
You found the book? Splendid! What do you mean there's a bird on the cover? That's not a bird! That's a war ostrich! A shame to be a wizard and to lose your eyesight at such a young age. Now, take what you've collected to Wayland Noy in Abbey Road. He should be able to use these materials to smith a new mount.
Okay, back to Caliburn. This would be... I don't know. This is Burning Iron, yeah? Or, well, no, the next one will be Burning Iron. Yeah. So go in here. There we go. Oh look, Page Jimmy has something. Going to ignore that.
Hello there, wizard. I've already heard some interesting stories about you. I can help you smith a new war beast for Sir John Paul. You'll have to gather a few more items for me, though. I had some special iron bark logs in my smithy in Caerleon. They burn hotter than any other fire. Get those first.
Okay, but first we're going to... Where is Clover? There's Clover. And in this instance we're here.
Let me fix that bear for you. Here you go. Give it back to Courtney with a hug from me.
See, this fox doesn't have eyeshadow on.
You have done a wonderful
Neither
deed,
does this
Mr.
one.
Young
So
Wizard.
why does the
Please take it to
Fire
Courtney.
Guardian...
My daughter would be eternally grateful. And now I'll be able to get some sleep.
Go around back to Courtney.
Orson, you naughty bear! Don't you ever leave me like that again! I couldn't sleep a wink without you! Thank you, thank you, thank you! You are my hero!
Of course the kid would hand us candy bars. Teleport back here, get the iron bark. And we go back to where we were. See, this is where it would be good to have that cantrip of being able to do 2 marks. But in the same way, I haven't focused on monstrology in that. I have not done anything with cantrips.
Perfect. Iron bark is exceedingly rare these days, so let's not waste it on something ordinary. I'll need a magically hot ember to start it, but I have no idea where you might find something like that.
You have a great idea. You're sure Kara, the Knight of Flame, would give you another living ember from the fountain.
A living ember? A brilliant thought. And while you're out in the werewood, ask Shane McGovern if he'll lend me his magic hammer too.
I was surprisingly close on how to pronounce her name. I said Kara, but... Kara? Kara and Kara are often confused, so I'm taking that as a win. Why is it loading so long?
Oh, it is my favorite armature. How are you this day? You need another living ember? For you, anything. Take it and let me know if you need anything else. May the fire spirits keep you toasty.
Oh, it's right there.
You scoop up another living ember. It's blazing hot, but magically does not burn you.
And now we go speak to Shane.
I see you remain uneaten, wizard. Glad to know me shoes did not let you down. I'd love to help you out, but me hammer's been stolen by thrice cursed redcaps, worms of the earth, even stole me new shoes. Tell you what, go punch some of them in their pointy noses and get me things back, and I'll give you the hammer for old Whalen.
Okay, let's go defeat these red caps. Where are they? Round towards the floating isles, okay. Let us use our first instance of the mass prism. There's be 6 to go, yeah? Yeah. Chuck that one there, add that one in. We've got to battle Rickamer Flavor. And then head back to... Okay. See, Warbird. Warbird is just a, hand it in. I'm a steel mounter right, loot drop. I want to be adored, bye bye Badman. Talk. Battle Redcap, battle Feather Earlicker. Honestly, I'd much rather go up against someone named Nosebiter than I would someone named Earlicker. Fetch quest. Oh, there's Deirdre.
Here, take the shoes! Stop hitting us! We gave your hammer to the big black cap, Ricimer Flavel. Bother him!
Why are their eyes like that? Why are there people on my realm? Okay, black cap. That's not really something I'm familiar with.
You want Shane's magic hammer back? I'll smash you flat and fry you up with some hot peppers and garlic.
Like, I know red caps are meant to be such proficient warriors that the reason their hat is red is because it's stained in the blood of their enemies. But I'm not sure what a black cap is. Did I say efficient or vicious? Regardless of what I said, I meant vicious with the red caps. I feel like I said the wrong word. Okay, cool. Now let's switch over to Storm. I haven't even paid attention to what his health is. Hmm. 9-5, okay. So really we don't need the feint. We could have done it with a sun trap, but yeah, well, costs the same and big numbers feel better. Okay, so we got that. We should actually be able to do this with just a feint instead of the trap, but I also don't trust it, so. There we go, we got our 4 blades. And finally that one. And Orthros. Oh no, negative 15%. Whatever shall I do? I almost died. Nah, what I'm wearing is better.
You got it all back? That's a fine thing.
Do they really have to put the subtitles as Ting. Anyway, back to Caliburn. Let's go back to Waylon. Oops, got stuck on that.
You got my gobbin's hammer. Well done. You got everything we need, did you? Now, stand back while I melt this metal down and reshape it.
Waylon Noy takes command of the forge. The fire blazes white as he beats the metal into shape. He works hard and tirelessly until something fantastic appears. A wondrous bird of prey, the war ostrich morning star.
How the hell did he make a whole
By far
bird?
the fastest ostrich I've ever created. Take this beast to Sir Jean
Like,
Paul. See what
is
he
that a mecha bird or? Can't quite tell. Might be, yeah.
Morningstar seems cute in a demon beast kind of way.
A lot of demon beasts seem cute. Anyway, back to Caerleon. Oh, I can sneak through there, okay. I don't know why I was expecting a transition. Just had a slight mental blank there, but... Okay. Run around here.
You have returned, Armiger. Your quest was a success? Is the mount, in your backpack? Ah, a steed with the strength and speed of a hurricane. You and Wayland Noy crafted a masterpiece. Now, I can proudly rejoin my brothers at Caliburn upon the mighty Morning Star with my head held high. With no one guarding the gate of the Amber Estate, you could just walk in and look for this minstrel.
Oh no. I was able to sneak in. And he's just standing there. This bloody watermelon loot.
His head caved in and his eyes poked out, his ears pulled off and his whiskers burnt and his bottom... Oh, I didn't see you there.
What was
Who
that
are
about
you
his
and what do you
bottom?
want? The sort of what? I can't recall. You see, I am terribly distressed. I dropped my loot and some redcaps snatched it up. I tried to replace it with this fruit loot, but it's not working out for me. Do you think you could find the redcaps who have my loot? I think they're still here in the city. Perhaps then I could remember your axe of ages or whatever it was.
Really? We're being extorted by a bloody bard using a pineapple. Pineapple? Really? That's what my brain said? It's a watermelon, but okay. Fucking pineapple. And 40. I can't believe I fucking said pineapple. Okay, let's check that one off.
Loot? We gave that to our master, Favor Earlicker. He lives in that building.
Still not happy about having to interact with anything called ear liquor, but the things I do to get what I need out of this game.
A wizard! Let me lick your ears and see how you taste.
I mean, I'd prefer if you didn't. Take that one out, put that one back in. I forgot to switch over to the storm. Alright, that's empty. Yeah, where was it? Ear liquor, loot drop, was it? Yeah. Okay, so we've got 13 left to get to the weird. I want to be adored and bye-bye Batman with just... Oh, you utter twat. Yeah, that was just a fetch thing, that was just a speak to. Worst day since yesterday, faraway girls of Lost Liberty, a rare old time, to the magic place, to the pipes of Pan, Dark Knight Rises, towards Grillig, Oh Fabulous Day, Beneath the Haunted Moon, and Weird to Your Mother. Those are all the quests that we still have to do. Defeat 2 Redcaps. Free all the pixies. Defeat a boss. Speak to people. Go to a place. Speak to people. Defeat a boss. Defeat a boss. Speak to people. Activate something. And defeat. So we're definitely not getting all that done in the next 34 minutes. I do hope this kills. Because if not, then definitely not. Well. Okay.
Take your silly loot. It didn't taste good anyway.
Why would you prefer the watermelon one? Let's round this way. That stuff I did burnt my nose. Yeah. Okay, Inez.
You got Lady Elizabeth back. What? Your weapon doesn't have a name?
No. No, it does not.
I
Probably
could sing
should.
a song about you. The brave wizard's spells only sometimes failed and never ran out of mana. Only fizzled about half the time, or maybe more. It is time for me to leave this place for safe
No,
minds.
significantly
Wasteland of
less.
Nodor is lovely this time of year. Go to the archives and find me a map to Nodor, and I'll work on a song. Try to remember where your rod of rulership is.
Let's get the map of Nodor. Where is it? It's all the way down here. Okay. Well, we're going to be able to collect a lot of healing things in the meantime. Yep, got stuck. Or not, I guess. Ah, there's some more healing. I'm going to want to fill up because I don't trust going into buildings in this game. Even though it's not a sigil. Must be directly above. Yep.
A map to the brisk land of Nodor. There are pictures of woolly mammoths and frozen famori. It doesn't sound that appealing to you.
Yeah, to each their own. Yep, what am I stuck on? Now we go back. Yep. We got significantly more of this done than I thought we were going to. But as I said earlier, in the second part of today's stream, or the second stream of today, we are only going until we get Dundara open. Then we're going back and doing all of the side quests that we've missed.
Excellent! I'm sure they'll appreciate my fine music up there. Out of my way, I must get out of here. Sword of Kings? Oh, that. I believe I dropped it in the wild near Stormcrown. You need to know exactly? Over by the battling sprites and redcaps. Oh, go ask Deirdre Madden. She probably knows.
Can't go off of probably. Gonna be quicker to just teleport to Caliburn and then go through the Stone Arch.
Aye? What are you doing here, wizard?
Oh, hey, they seemingly finalized the new
Greetings, wizard.
tobacco
We are
selling
hard-pressed by the
rules.
Proudlings. Could you lend a spell and help us with some redcaps?
I just got a message in the work chat saying new tobacco legislation effective from a date. Oh well, you now legally can't sell menthol in Australia. Note how I said legally. There'll still be people who do it. I mean, I can sort of see where they're coming from. The raising all of them by like 200% in the last 3 years did not, well actually more than 200%, did not do anything to reduce the amount of smoking, which is what the government's trying to do without outright banning it, because you're gonna get a lot of flack if you try to outright ban smoking. But none of that worked, so getting rid of the more appealing options might. Because the whole menthol thing was created so that people who wanted to smoke but didn't like the taste of tobacco could have something that tasted like mint instead.
Well done, wizard.
And now that's no longer available. They're just stuck with the taste of tobacco.
The Sword of Kings? Of course we know that blessed weapon. I didn't see your weasel minstrel drop it, but mayhaps one of me scouts did. Sadly, many
Mayhaps.
scouts have been caged by the crow-cursed redcaps. Please, wizard, free 'em and we can ask 'em together.
If I remember correctly, the Jabberwock is a difficult battle. And we do have to come across that soon, so that will be a real test of whether or not we're able to use this character efficiently. Because I'm not going to be able to help myself.
No, but carry mustard seed is
I'm not going to be able to use Pandora to help myself, so...
The scouts say she's been trapped in the Cave of Anguish by a devilish spiny spriggan. The Cave of Anguish lies across the battlefield. Please rescue her, wizard. Maybe she can shine a light on your quest.
Okay, time to battle the spriggan. I don't really know what a spriggan is. Like, in terms of Skyrim and Oblivion, they're basically what you'd expect a dryad to be. But dryads exist in this, so... And we know they're very different from what this is going to be, so... What really is a spriggan? Get rid of that and chuck that back in. I should just make 2 gear sets.
A wizard? I'll drink the magic from your tears.
I'd prefer if you didn't. Honestly. Okay, switch over to Storm. Callista. Because we're Myth, we probably don't actually need the Feint, but... Still gonna do it just in case. No, not yet. We'll do that. There we go. We've got a basic pip now, so do this. And finally, the last blade. The last blade. This is gonna fucking hurt. You got 7 storm pits. Trident actually not that bad. And a crit trident, that could be though. Eh. Could have been worse. Now we'll see how much this does. Nice 30,000.
Please don't turn me into a newt.
Why would you think I'd turn you into a newt?
Thank you for freeing me. I was afraid she might eat me alive. I'll go report it to Commander Deirdre Madden.
A spriggan is a legendary creature from Cornish folklore, often depicted as a grotesquely ugly, wizened old man with a large head, or a small, powerful tree-like being. Those are two very different descriptions. Because one, yeah, you've got sort of describes what we just went up against. And the other is a dryad, like in Skyrim or Oblivion.
Brilliant work, Wizard. It sounds like you put the fear of cold iron into that wretched Spriggan. Kerry Mustard Seed's me best scout. She has a sorrowful tale to tell you. Then we can discuss your plans.
I saw your sword. I did. I saw the blessed blade of mighty Artorius, the sword of kings. 'Twas dropped by that Weasley minstrel and gathered up by evil ghosts before we could recover it. The spectres of the Brocken carried it into the darkest part of the Weirwood, into the weird.
The spectres of the Brocken are fiendish spirits what drink the mana of poor fool firelights and anything else they can catch. To travel into the weird, you'll have to cross the Hanging Stones Bridge. But there lies a wee problem. Go and take a gander for yourself.
Is it the fact that they're not arranged properly? Or that they're not arranged at all?
Something called the Hanging Stones Bridge. They sure appear to be lying inert on the ground.
Yes. Yes, they do. I believe that the scroll is in here. It's not behind, is it? Oh no, it is behind. So we've got all of those now from this area. Tis a magical place. Okay, speak to Deirdre.
The cursed Froudlings knocked them Hanging Stones out of the sky. 'Tis a travesty. Bright Wizard, before you venture into the darkness of the weird, you'll have to help us rebuild the Hanging Stones Bridge. There is no other way to cross. I don't know how to restore the bridge, but Friar Nolan is wise in such ways. Speak to him.
Okay, Nolan, what have you got for me?
Ah, you've raised your standing in the world, haven't you, brave armature? To restore the Hanging Stones, you'll need the hearts of a Jabberwock. Not the actual heart, of course, but magic rubies he swallowed. However, the only person who knows where the Jabberwock dwells is the Dark Knight, a foul traitor who turned on Queen Gwendolyn. Defeat the Dark Knight at his estate in Upper Caerleon, and learn how to find and battle the Jabberwock. Snicker snack.
Uh-huh. And now we're getting even more fantastical than Arthurian. Because the Jabberwock is somewhat related to Wonderland. In that it is from a poem that was created by the same person who wrote Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, whose name I'm forgetting at the moment. Lewis Carroll? Lewis, yeah. Because, right, there was Lewis in Ruby, turned out to be the author of The Girl Who Fell Through the World, which is the whole Alice in Wonderland thing. And because he traveled back while his sister stayed, yeah, Lewis Carroll. Wrote a poem called The Jabberwock, utter nonsense. And then people think it's related to
something terrifying, something that will not stop me.
people think it was actually related to Alice, but it wasn't. Is there anything up here? Nope. Okay. Dark Knight. Just flat even 10k. This, does Brillig, O Fabulous Day, Beneath the Haunted Moon, and Word to Your Mother. It was Brillig, the Jabberwock. That's in the very next quest. Then it's just speak to Deirdre again, activate the bridge. And then, go into the weird. The Jabberwock. Ah, yes, that is why the Jabberwock was so hard. Okay. So, what I want to do is survive 3 rounds. He'll cheat cast 1500 damage Meteor Strike. Then do 1 round of traps, because it says at the start of the 6th round. In which case I'll probably put the feint on. Okay, so how am I going to want to do this? This is going to be a really hard fight. 16.9 thousand health for the Jabberwock. At the end of the 3rd round and every 3rd round afterwards, 6, 9, 12, etc., it will cheat cast an enhanced version of Meteor Strike that deals 1500 fire damage. A plus 200% universal trap will appear on it afterwards. And then at the start of the 6th round and every 3rd round after, 9, 12, 15, etc., it will cheat cast a version of Cleanse Ward to remove all traps and prisons from itself. So we've got to lay it up for the first 3 rounds. Then when he, and hopefully survive with more than 1500 health, then he'll do the 200 trap on him, chuck a feint on him as well, on the next turn, then attack the turn after that, because if we wait any longer then it'll get rid of everything.
Feel fear. Please don't hurt me. Meet me outside this place of my defeat, and I'll tell you what you need to know.
The problem is fire starts with 5 pips, which could be 10 total.
You need to find the Mangsome Jabberwock.
And he has effort.
Jabberwock lairs in a hidden forest den on the high road near the Shrine to Loyalty. As you get close, you'll hear its terrible whistling and burbling. But show no fear. After it breathes its fire, strike hard. Take the hearts of the Jabberwock to the Shrine to Loyalty.
That one right there tells you the
Angst, bitterness, and snark.
the order, not the order, the order of attack. Once it breathes its fire, then strike hard. Tells you about the cheat. Okay, so we need to heal up. I don't want to have to use a potion, so we're going to take the long way down. We have one attempt to do the Jabberwock this stream. After that, there's not going to be enough time to heal up, get back in before the 3-hour mark. So, let's see. Are we going to be able to do this? Because I was able to do this on my Storm. I don't think I had to call in help. Which, if I was able to do it on Storm, I should be able to do it on Myth. Because Myth has more health.
Gyre on by a grove of tum-tum trees into the Jabberwock's lair. You hear some whistling and burbling up ahead.
I'm sure that's all related to the actual poem.
Beware the Jabberwock. The jaws that bite, the claws that catch.
That one definitely was in relation to the poem. Okay. Gonna want to go like that. Going to want to do that. Straight up. You. We're not dealing with that. No. Not dealing with that. I don't actually know if we're going to have enough time to build up. Not if we do that, we're not. So that's 2. This will be round 3. At the end of this one, he will Meteor Strike. then be a 200% shield on him. Trap. Okay. This is round 4. We need to get a power pip in the next turn so that we can attack. Otherwise, the feint and the 200% trap are gone, and we're also not going to survive. There we go. If we're lucky, this will kill. It should kill because he's got the 200%, but we're also missing 35 and 30 compared to what we normally have. But we also crit, he didn't block, so 38,000.
As you subdue the slimy beast, it emits a terrible hacking, like a cat with a hairball, and spits up a tulgy gob. You find the hearts of the Jabberwock in the mimsy mess. Whoever said being a wizard was easy?
Okay. So, that's all we've got time for in this stream. What we're going to do is, I'm ending stream. I'll be back in half an hour with another stream. Yeah. We're gonna end stream here, end recording everything, and then be back in half an hour just for the final test of whether it is my stream deck or not. The only thing I'm worried about is that it doesn't always cut out on Wizard101. Like, we had one in a 6-hour stream. So I don't know, I might have to test as well tomorrow. But anyway, we'll find out soon. I'll do the fishing off stream and be back in half an hour. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.